up, guys? It's Royce here, and yes, I am back. Hopefully all of y'all are having a wonderful new year so far, and hopefully you didn't fail any of your resolutions yet, but you know, it is what it is. Yes, I am rocking the 2 pigtails today, and I have 0 apologies. So I totally shaved my face from my last video because I had an audition recently and I was not trying to play anybody's daddy. So yeah. This story time is going to be about the time that I swallowed a quarter. Yeah, I don't know. So, this happened about a year after the whole cactus situation. And if you haven't seen that video when I got attacked by a cactus, I'm going to put the link down below to that video. Check it out. It's pretty interesting. I was about 9 years old and I had just gotten back from school. I was home that day. For some reason my mom was off. I can't remember why, but anywho, she was home. Before I continue on, I should probably let y'all know, growing up I had a really, for some reason I liked putting things in my mouth. No pun intended. I liked chewing on stuff. I liked chewing on straws, you know, pins, and I don't know what they're called, but the little plastic things that they put on the price tags, like on the clothes. If you know what I'm talking about, yeah. So this particular day, I decided that it would be a wonderful idea to just have a quarter in my mouth while watching TV. So I'm just sitting there on the bed and just like, I just had it in my mouth, just kind of just playing with it back and forth, watching some music videos. Then all of a sudden, it just like right towards the side of my throat. I couldn't put it back up because it was stuck there. So like, I was basically kind of laying down, but when I was trying to get back up, I couldn't, like, it wouldn't go out. So I had no choice but to swallow it. I was very fortunate that it actually went down, because something like that big, it's about that big, usually will get stuck there. But it went down, and at that point I was like, oh crap. How am I going to explain this to my mom? Should I tell her? Should I just act like nothing's wrong? Yeah, I'm not going to tell her. So the whole day went on and I did not tell her. Now, during that time, it was still in the back of my mind. I was just like freaking out. I was like, maybe I should say something because it might be a bigger deal than I think, and I don't want to end up in a like hospital where they gotta perform some kind of surgery on me. And now, back at that time, I was just thinking the worst. I was thinking, oh my God, they're going to amputate my stomach, and oh my God, and now looking back on it, I was like, Royce, you. So I waited. This was about 8 o'clock at night. This happened like around 3 o'clock, but I waited until 8 o'clock and I was like, okay, I have no choice. I gotta tell my mom. So I went up to my mom. I was like, Mom, I have something to tell you. And she was like, what? I was like, don't yell at me, but I swallowed a quarter. And she was like, Royce, what? I was like, I had a quarter in my mouth and I was laying down and it just went down. And she was like, oh my God. And then she picks up the phone and I'm like, why are you picking up the phone? She was like, we gotta take you to the hospital. I was like, hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times. I was freaking out because I was thinking that they were gonna take me to like the ER, like Grey's Anatomy, like put me on a stretcher and they gotta take this out. Yeah. So I'm sitting there freaking out. I'm crying. I'm like, Mom, please don't take me to the hospital. Please don't take Mama, no! No! So my dad hadn't made it home yet. I think he was actually on his way home, but she calls him up and tells him. So he gets home and he's yelling at me. He's like, why would you put that in your mouth? I told you about putting stuff in your mouth. And they had to tell my grandparents because they had to watch my little sister was born then. So they had to watch her while they took me to the doctors. They were yelling at me and stuff. You know, I just couldn't win that night. It was like I was embarrassed. I was just it was a mess to say the least. We get to the doctors, and my doctor, shout out to Dr. Bentley, she comes in and she's like, even she was like, how did this happen? And when I explained it to her, they just were like, she was just shaking her head the whole time. Now my mom is freaking out, and at this point I'm kind of calm, but I'm thinking that, oh God, they're gonna have to cut open my stomach, take this out, and I'm an idiot. Basically what happened was they took an x-ray of me, and they told them that for the next 2 weeks, they wanted me to use the bathroom, and my mom had to go through my, crap and find it. If it was still in there within the next 7 to 14 days, I was gonna have to come back. So for the next 5 to 7 days or so, my mom had to get a fork and go through the crap and see if the quarter was in there. And if it wasn't in there, we had to go back. Now my mom did it for a while and there was nothing. And after a while, she told me, she was like, you can do it now. And I was like, hell no. But I did it and I couldn't find anything. Now there was one particular day that I didn't do it. Just want to throw that in there. There was one particular day that I didn't do it. I'm like, it's probably not in there anyway. But the last day I looked, I couldn't find it. So we had to go back to the doctors. We went back to the doctors and they basically said, okay, we're gonna have to take another x-ray and see where it is. And from there, who knows what was gonna happen. So they took another x-ray of me, and this time they showed us. They showed us both from the first time I took the x-ray and the next time. So I was looking at them, and right when we walked up, the first one, you can see the x-ray of my stomach, you can see this big quarter sitting right there in the middle of my stomach. And I'm just sitting there like, did I do that? My parents were giving me the side eye while just thinking. I know they wanted to throw me across the room, but it was a mess. My doctor, however, found it funny and was just cracking up. It was just like, oh, Royce strikes again. Here we go. The second x-ray shows nothing. Nothing was there. So I'm like, well, there was one day that I didn't check. So that was probably the day that the quarter was in there. I was surprised my parents didn't kill me after that. Yeah, so after that, driving home, my mom was like, don't you ever do that again. If I see you put something in your mouth, I'ma slap your teeth out. And I'm sitting there like, yes, ma'am. Though, I still continue to do it. So yeah, that was about the time that I swallowed a quarter, and probably the second one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. And yeah, moral of the story is, don't put anything in your mouth. Now this is just kind of random. I remember my doctor telling me like that wasn't the worst thing that she saw. She said she had a patient swallow a safety pin open. And I was like, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe, and I will have more story times in the future. Everyone have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.